right, so on this video, I'm going to be showing you the process that we use to onboard our 28-day members. Now, you might want to copy this exact process or take bits and pieces and make it work best for your business. Like I said, this is just what we have successfully used in our business for the past several years. Now, the big thing that you want to remember is that when somebody is coming into your gym to join you for the 28-day program, your ultimate goal is to provide them with an amazing experience so they stay with you a year and well beyond that. And it's really critical that first week that you're onboarding to make sure it's a very seamless experience. If you get hiccups here and there, what can happen is that can give that member kind of a not so great opinion of your business, and it's going to make it a lot harder when you try to go sell them on week 2. So I've got it written out here. I'm going to go over these, and then also below you're going to see the different items that I have created for you and have given you based on our business that you can plug in and play. So what you're going to do is that you're going to go through the sales process. You would get that person to sign the contract, and we always call it agreements, not contracts. But on the top part of that agreement, you've got this section where they can add their weight and add their body fat percentage. What we do once they leave is we add that weight into FitClient. So whatever platform you're using to store your members' weight, you would go ahead and add that in there. So we personally use FitClient, so we're going to add their weight, we add their body fat percentage, and you can also in FitClient set a goal for them. So through that discovery process, you should have written down how much weight they're trying to lose, what their goal is, and you can add that in so you remember it and you can refer back to that in the future. Now, another thing is depending on how much time our salespeople have. So let's say it's maybe a slower day or they have more space before that next person comes in. We'll get our sales team to go ahead and do that person's inches so that that is already set up in the system. Now, let's say you're running appointments back to back, which is the goal. You would just need to let that person know, say, hey, I'm going to add your first weigh-in into our system. And when you come in for your first training session, just let one of our coaches know that you need to do your full weigh-in, so that you need to do your inches. That way, that person's going to remind your team so that they can go ahead and finish that process of getting all their data entered into the computer. Now, the second thing we do is we add them into our accountability group. So this is our private Facebook group. We give them a worksheet, and I'm going to actually provide that to you guys. I think I've already given it to you as well, but we have a worksheet that we give them that gives them the Scipio number to text. It gives them the name of the accountability group to go ask and join. But you want to make sure that's happening because sometimes people walk out, maybe they lose that paper, maybe they forget to do it. So we'll just go and add that person into the accountability group. Again, if we have time, our sales team knows to go ahead and try to do as much of this with them while they're sitting there. You're paying your sales team, right? So let's go ahead and get them to help make the transition smooth for your members. Now, one thing I will tell you, and I'm going to be sharing with you our welcome post. When Sharks join the group, we go ahead and we add you guys in. We give you a shout out the minute you join. Now, the thing about doing that in your accountability groups is if you're selling, 5 people a night or even a couple people a night, that starts to get really repetitive and overwhelming in the group. So for our groups, we do one welcome post every Friday. Again, I'm going to share with you the exact post that we do. I'm going to show you how you can easily tag the new people that join. So on Friday, we welcome all new members into our 28-day group and all new members into our long-term group. Now, how we onboard our long-term members, that will be a separate video. That's something that we will work with you on once you join the inner circle. But right now, I'm going to show you the post for the 28-day people. The next thing we do is we add them into our tracking sheet, which is a Google Sheet. I'm going to share with you the Google Sheet that we use. Again, you might need to tailor this for your business if you have different checkpoints that you want to make sure are getting hit. We try to make things as easy as possible because like we always tell you, simple is scalable. So with our check-in sheet, we go ahead and add the data that we need to that. Our head sales manager has access to that sheet as well, and she is the one that is actually checking in with these people. She's the one calling them halfway through if they haven't already converted, getting them sold, and again doing that last effort sale at the end if they didn't go ahead and sign up at that halfway point. So this spreadsheet just makes sure nobody gets left behind and everybody's experience is seamless. Now, the next thing we do is we add them into Skipio. So with Skipio, I have actually shared with you guys in the group, and again, I'm gonna post the code below, but the sequence that we use for the first 7 days. So the importance behind that sequence for the first 7 days is to make sure these people are onboarded really seamlessly. So you can read through the text that I have for you, and maybe you need to switch things up for your business. When I created the text, what I wanted to do was I wanted to hit on different points that I knew people struggled with, or maybe questions we got, commonly asked questions, and I wanted to go ahead and address those in those texts for the first 7 days. Now, what I will caution you against, just because we have tried it, is you don't want to sit there and go try to build out all automated text for the full 28 days, because people start to notice that's automated. So for the first 7 days, they know it's automated, and even at the end we tell them, hey, now we'll send you important announcements or text as needed. But if you build out the 28-day text, I just wouldn't expect a huge response rate, because like I said, after I'd say at least the first week or two, they start to notice their automated text, and it just doesn't have that same level of accountability as we hope they would feel it provides. Now, the next thing we do is we add them into our CRM system. So this is our client management system. We're going to share with you guys the platform that we use that we think would be super easy for you guys to incorporate into your business. And we have our welcome email that goes out in an entire 28-day series of emails. And I'm going to be sharing ours with you so that you have those. On the emails, you'll see different points that you'll need to edit. And something that's really cool that we've built in that we're giving you guys access to is that last week we have some emails that go out to them, pushing them to go ahead and convert. So there's sales emails built in. Because at that point, if you didn't successfully convert them, maybe after their first session, if you tried at that point, or after the halfway point for a check-in, that last week we want to make sure we are doing everything possible on our end to get those people sold into a long-term program. So on top of your check-in attempts, you're going to also be getting emails already preset that are offering them really the same price point, but it's just how we've worded it makes it seem like a really great deal for them to go ahead and sign up and join us. So I'm going to be giving you access to those as well. Now, the next thing that we do is we send them a card in the mail. Now, you could do a couple different things. We want to make this as cost effective for you guys as possible. If you want to send them a swag bag, you're more than welcome to do that. We hand them their shirts in person at this point for the 28-day. And you also have to remember, you can't give them everything in that first 28 days. And then when they go to convert into your long-term program, it's not really going to have that same wow effect if you send them a package in the mail if they already got a super big package on the first day of the 28-day program. So for our 28-day members, we send them a really sweet handwritten card. I'm going to be sharing with you what our card looks like. I'm going to be sharing with you the message that we put inside of those cards, so that this is something that you can literally just pass on to your team if you have a team in place to do this for you and take some stuff off your plate. Now, day 2, we do a check-in call. And the significance behind doing a check-in call on day 2 is to make sure they got their welcome email, they have their meal plan, they were able to book their sessions. You would be amazed at how many people get all this stuff, get overwhelmed, and then just don't do anything. And then guess what happens? They're not going to show up, they're not going to come into their sessions, they're not going to use the tools, and then there's no way in heck you're going to convert them. So on day 2, we do a check-in call with them right away, just to make sure they were able to book their session. If they have any questions, sometimes we'll even get our sales team to jump on Zoom and from the computer help them book in their sessions if needed. Help them show them how to pull up the meal plan by sharing our screen. You just want to make sure you are providing a really amazing customer service experience. So this is our process. On the spreadsheet, you're going to see when we do some of our other check-ins, but this is the process we go through when somebody first signs up. I hope you found this helpful, and make sure you check out the resources we have for you below.